Doug Bonchak. And the winner was Dave Persing. Now, Brian Cipollone, Plum High School, and Romy O'Daniel of Canon McMillan here at 152. Cipollone is in the Plum uniform with the yellow stripe up the side.
It says Plum. And Romy O'Daniel from Canon McMillan
in the yellow and blue.
In the old days at Cannonsburg High School, they had the great Don Haney. Cannot talk about Cannonsburg without talking about him.
Cipollone, perfect record, 33-0, career 86-5, runner-up last year. But he's going to have his hands full here with Romy O'Daniel.
The whirling dervish, stepping across. He's got high move. Cipollone coming in with legs. Looks like he can hold this one, Larry.
We may stop it for potentially dangerous if they get too high. But he dropped down, so they took out the potential there.
And the whistle blows anyway. 40 seconds to go with Cipollone leading by 2.
Green gets set.
O'Daniel was was 6th last year in the States, and in 1989 took a 2nd. Cipollone, as we mentioned, was runner-up last year.
We got some people want to wrestle. O'Daniel broke that arm free on that switch. That was just strength.
2-1 to score. Cipollone leading.
Good to work.
Got that takedown in that combination. But they stopped it then for potentially dangerous, but still award to 2.
Let's get out of there. Let's get out. Come on.
Canon McMillan coach Jim Newman and his assistant. Time running down in the first period. Here at 152, the AAA championship finals. And the whistle blows, ending the period, and it's a 2-1 lead for Brian Cipollone of Plum.
Green to first. Down.
Marv, what's sad is that when they go get their awards, Keebler, through no fault of his own, won, and he's going to get booed.
Well, I don't think she'll be booed, Larry. I don't think he did.
You wait.
He's good.
He worked hard at the end and pulled it out.
He sure did, but there's a cradle combination locked in. Got the far leg, has to drive the knee into the hip, pull the wrestler back. Cipollone fighting it. Now it's locked into a good tight near leg cradle. And we're going to get at least 3 points. 1.5 minutes, and he can stay there till tomorrow.
He's got 3, Larry.
Oh, yeah, he can stay there till tomorrow. You're putting the chin down on that shoulder now, trying to wiggle it down. And Cipollone is in deep trouble. Now he's working out, got his shoulder out. The good old cradle.
Watch the thumb.
107.
Second period.
O'Daniel tightening. You saw his strength before. Look at the power in his forearms. O'Daniel's keeping those hands locked, fingers interjoined. Cipollone trying to break that hands.
He's just tightening up a little further. Moves up and gets out.
3 on the board, and it's a 4-2 lead for O'Daniel. O'Daniel leading by 2 over Cipollone.
Ready, red, green. Easy, ready. He's okay, he's okay.
Dan Langdon from Wyomissing Hills is the official in charge. Bruce Hasselreg, the assistant.
Step over.
20 seconds.
Step over attempt. But see, he's got those arms locked. He can't get out from under that as long as
he's going to run out of real estate at the same time.
O'Daniel's wrist control. O'Daniel is very, very powerful in the arms. Cipollone rocked.
Cipollone undefeated. Runner-up last year. O'Daniel's lost twice this year.
Daniel has 106 career wins, 20 losses. Cipollone 86 wins.
2 seniors.
5 losses.
Both District 7, aren't they?
There's a slam.
That's a point. That's a point.
That's a slam.
Yes,
no question about it. That was a slam.
Come on, let's get up.
Now you see on a replay, the head hits first.
On his shoulder, not his head. Let's get up.
Dan.
Let's take a look.
He lifts him clear of the mat, and he drives him head first, and there's no other argument. That's it.
That's a slam.
That's a slam. If he cannot return
He can win the match.
after 3 minutes.
Let's go.
Now, they take time, Shell, but the time is not penalty time.
Let's shake hands, guys. Okay, we're going to go again. Let's go.
Whenever I see something like that happen,
Cipollone's a
Larry,
gamer.
Turn around, guys. Okay, let's do it right.
Wants to wrestle.
Red, set, green.
I'll tell you about it when we have the break here.
Easy. Easy.
Here again, this time he's trying to figure out what to do with Cipollone, and the period ends, and it's a 4-3 lead.
Down.
Jim Neumann, the coach of Cannon McMillan, was very careful to talk to O'Daniel about that with the idea of how to take him back to the mat, warning him that he has no more injury times. They're very plain here that that's a dangerous situation. You got a real strong
There's the
kid here in
escape given
O'Daniel.
away, 5-3 favor of O'Daniel.
O'Daniel had to have lost to him in the reach holds in the District 7, certainly.
Larry, whenever I see that, the kind of a situation, it calls to mind that bout up in Wilkes College when Darrell Burley was wrestling many years ago against Mark Popple. And Darrell Burley was on his way to a national championship. Darrell drove him to the mat, and Popple absolutely couldn't stand up, and Burley was going to be a loser. There was about 5 seconds to go. John Reese just asked Popple to come out to the middle of the mat and stand there for 5 minutes just so he wouldn't take the loss away.
He's bringing him back in and may get this takedown.
I got two. No.
No takedown. Now he dropped him again.
There it again. Is that another one or not?
No, sir.
You know.
Is that another one or not?
Oh, yeah. That's another slam.
I can't believe what's going on here.
Come on, get him up.
He's so anxious to do something.
I saw Hasselrick's hand go to
Let's look at it again.
Once he's going to lift him, he lifts him clear of the mat. The responsibility is his. Now watch what hits first. Bingo! Look at that head.
Well, shoulder head, I don't know.
Shoulder hit first, Larry.
Yeah.
The shoulder hit first, clearly on the replay.
I think in this case, I think the shoulder and the knee might have hit first, but in any event, Cipollone has really been wrecked.
Here it
Let's
is
look
again.
one more time.
The shoulder clearly hits first.
Well, the key is you lift your opponent clear of the mat. You are responsible. Now watch his head. The shoulder and the head go bang together.
Come on, let's go.
Bang. Now there's a lot of fans.
No, that knee didn't
a lot
hit
of
to our
fans,
knee was
Shell.
the
No, wait a
third
minute.
part
A lot
that
of
hit.
fans are old-fashioned. The knee deal went out 20 years ago.
That's not it at all.
Nothing. You must return your wrestler to the mat safely. Period.
I don't know what's going to happen here.
Oh, it's over. The way he's staggering around there.
They're not going to let him go.
No.
This match is going to be over.
And I don't understand, you know, everybody watching it on TV, if you have a different opinion than what we have, write and tell us.
Cipollone wants to go, but he's pretty rocky.
I think it's a decision that's difficult to make under the circumstances.
This is a very tough way to see it end. Let's
What
go
we're
on
going
with
to
the
do
wrestling
is
here.
just show you this final
Here's the slam.
disqualification. You can judge for yourself.
Bang. It's
We're PIAA AAA.